My name is Mary Carbolito. I take care of my mother, who is 80 years old. She likes to be called Carmen. Her name is Gladys, though. She likes to be called Carmen instead. She suffers from dementia. She was diagnosed that she had dementia I'd say about 4 years ago.
My name is Roberta Cruz. I've been caring for my mother, Zenaida Cruz, and first started caring for her in April of 2015.
I'm Teresa McInerney, and I am a caregiver for my mother, Glinda, and I've been caring for her for about 5 years, probably almost 6 now.
I am Elizabeth Saunders. I cared for my mother, who's Caroline Saunders.
She got hit by a car, so she was put in the hospital, and it really made her decline. So her dementia is really it's bad. So I finally had to move her in. She's been living with me now for a year and a half now. You know, she doesn't listen. She doesn't like to listen. My mom's been hard-headed all her life, so when you ask her to do something, or she gets mad when she feels like you're telling her to do something, you know, and I can't, to get her to bathe, she'll scream at me, you know, because I already did. She doesn't remember that she did or didn't. So, you know, like a week or two will go by, and I'm really, you know, because I'm so used to her bathing every single day, you know. You're used to my mom is a certain way, and she's just not that person anymore. She's just not.
I think the hardest, thinking back, was always just not knowing what the right thing to do. I was often the only young mother in the circle. I was often the only woman of color. I didn't have, and to this day, I still don't have my own family members cheering me on or like acknowledging the challenge. It's been emotionally hard. And in fact, as I've heard, you know, from other caregivers, which is a common experience for folks in my situation, my mom has Alzheimer's. So oftentimes family members just, or like those that you think are close or those who you would hope you can call on, they kind of disappear.
I was really struggling for a couple of years. I was using really bad coping skills, and they were really affecting me and affecting my caregiving skills. And I feel like I wasn't providing the best care that I could. And when I found Southern Caregiver Resource Center and all the resources that were available, it was a 360 change, because I was able to get the respite care that I needed, and I was able to go out and get programs and the help that I needed to learn better coping skills and give the better care that my mom deserved. So if I wasn't afforded the care that I was getting from Southern Caregiver Resource Center, I don't know how much longer I would have been able to continue with being so isolated, just me and my mom.
I really wanted to be with her to the end. It mattered so much to me. And to be able to be with her at the moment of her passing was, I'm just so grateful that circumstances were able to be in place that allowed me to stay with her. I was holding her, we were spooning, and I wanted her to know that I was there with her to the end, and that couldn't have happened if I didn't get the support that I got.
I go to my group and it's amazing because everybody has their own story, you know, and it's like you feel more comfort because you're not the only one who's feeling like that, you know. So it's like, oh my God, so I don't feel so bad after all because, you know, I'm not the only one that's feeling this way. So yeah, I just wish I knew that Southern Caregiver. I wish they were available sooner, you know, because I felt so lost before I had talked to them, so lost, and I was depressed and I didn't know what to do, and it's, you know, who do I call? How you know, you don't know where you can get help, so they've put me in a spot, you know, where it's like I don't feel that fear anymore.
It's been super supportive from the first call. I felt listened to. I felt genuine concern. The timing of, you know, making the initial call and then I think receiving the call from my case manager, it was Russell. It was short, which is important in the experience of being a caregiver, when you have the time, the energy, the confidence, just the resource or the willingness to put yourself out there to ask for help. And in my first meeting, I felt like I hit a gold mine.
From the stress reduction classes to the counseling sessions to know that there was some room to maybe get an overnight or get half a day so that I can refresh and come back to be really there for Mom, so that I could be really fresh and that she could get the best parts of me was really huge. Caregivers need respite. I don't know. Caregivers need respite. This is caregivers need respite.
I wish I would have known about SCRC sooner. I wish I would have had the coping skills that I had when I first started caregiving. I wish that I knew that I could have stayed at home and not worked from the beginning, because I don't think that I really did a lot of damage with the caregiving that I provided for the first couple of years, but it could have been better. But I'm really happy that the past couple of years that I've been with Southern Caregiver Resource Center has been so much better for me and my mom.
Ever since then, it's like anything, if I have a question or a need for something, they're right on it. So I love it. I love them. Yeah, they've been my heart lately. So you know.
So when I came out to care for Mom, she knew who I was. And as the weeks went on and then the months went on, she couldn't quite believe that I really was her daughter. And it didn't make sense to her because she knew I had a life somewhere else. And this meant everything. She would say to me, I hope someday you have a chance to meet my youngest daughter, Elizabeth, because you two have so much in common. I think you'd get along great. And that meant more to me than having her know that I was her daughter.
I want to thank Southern Caregiver Resource Centers. They have been the best thing that's ever happened to me in my life with my mom's dementia. And without you, I just want to let you know in my heart that you guys are everything to me. You have helped me for my mentality. You've helped me just to be stronger within myself so that way I can care and attend my mom. So I don't even know how much more I can thank you. I would hug you all and just say, thank God for you guys. That's all I have to say is thank God for you guys. And I thank you.
To the SCRC team, I just want to offer wholehearted thanks and gratitude for the work that you all do, for the hours of advocacy and organizing so that caregivers in my situation or for other loved ones' illnesses, that we feel supported, that we feel heard, and we feel held in times when sometimes there's no one else to help us.
Well, I want to thank Southern Caregiver Resource Center for everything they've done for me. It has helped me so much to be able to get so many great programs for myself to better my own mental health and better the care that I'm able to give to my mother. Thank you so much, and I really appreciate Southern Caregiver Resource Center.
I'd just like to say thank you so much to the Southern Caregiver Resource Center, to Christina, to everyone else who acted as such a support. You made an extraordinary difference in my ability to care for my mom, and I truly hold each one of you in my heart.